Hey guys, well I wanted to kind of answer a couple questions I got this summer that I wasn't able to answer directly just due to the crazy summer we had. But I had a few questions on the Thrive stuff. There was a question I got last year about how do I make my own freeze-dried stuff. And we're going to go through kind of how I put together my meals, but I certainly don't make my own freeze-dried stuff. I don't know if that's how it came across in the video, but I don't have a giant machine that makes freeze-dried food. You have to buy it. In many of my videos, I've got a really long, extensive video basically on why I chose Thrive. And part of it is the ingredient list and the way this does. Now, these are all boxes I received on the queue, and that's the first question I want to address is what is the queue? Some people are still confused about it. And I go over it in that other video I just put the link to, but the queue is basically a big shopping list of stuff that your family has, asked for or you've put in. I have 3 children, 1 wife, and me, and I want 6 months worth of food. Just sort of basic necessity food. And it'll compile a giant list. Well, if you have the cash at the time to go down and purchase, a couple $1,000s worth of 6 months worth of food for 5 people, that's great. Most of us don't. So the queue takes, if you tell it, on average, I do about $100 a month on this, and or you can do 50 or whatever. But say, for my instance, I do $100 a month, and so it takes a little bit of that list and sends me $100 worth every month, and every month, and every month, and every month. And soon enough, you start compiling a decent little cachet pile. And what I'm doing today is I'm actually transferring this from my house to a family member's house where I'm keeping some stuff in their shop. I won't go into specifics, but I'm basically moving some of my preps around to divide them up equally and kind of keeping some stuff in other places. I won't quite go into all that, but that's what we're doing today. That's why it's all loaded in the back of the truck. So what I thought I would do is I already opened this top box. Many of these are still unopened simply because I knew what the shipment was. On your queue, you'll get a little email that says, hey, your queue is ready to ship, and here's maybe the 5 or 6 things that you're getting that month for your $50 or $100 or whatever it happens to be. Now, I can easily go in there. After the first 3 months of your queue, you can change how you want it and what you want in it. So, for instance, the ones I opened today, I just did it so I could take out any personal information out of it. Let me raise you up here so you can see inside the box. Give the camera work today. I'm trying not to show you anything else but the truck for a couple reasons. But I took my personal information off, and here was an example of what I got. I think it was $106 or something for this shipment. They're usually pretty much all about the same. But here's an example of what I got. Now in this we had here's the shipping sort of content list, and we'll get to that in a second. But I got a thing of instant milk. I got a giant thing of green beans. I got a, what's this one over here? This must be the chicken bouillon. And this must be freeze-dried mangoes. So, as you can see, it's kind of an assortment. You got a little bit of dairy product, vegetable. This is basically kind of your basics, they call it. So your basics is like cooking stuff, so sugars and flours and rices and stuff like that, and a little bit of fruit. Now what I did is I saw I had a couple items coming this month that I either had enough of. It was like quick oats and something else. I had enough in other storage. Maybe it was rice, which it might have been rice, that I took off because I have plenty of rice in that I get from Costco and other places. And I still recommend you guys doing that. If you guys buy in bulk, go to Costco for your flours and your sugars and your rices and stuff, unless you're really looking for that 25-year shelf life, in something that's stored in a can. I still got all my rice and stuff from like a Costco. But Thrive continually comes out with newer type products, and so on my queue, I took out that quick oats and the rice and added a couple other items that I just wanted to try. Well, because I wasn't sure if I liked them, I ordered them in the pantry can, which you can see is quite a bit smaller than like a number 10 can. One of the new items they had on here was green chili peppers, and the other one is diced tomatoes, or tomato dices, and you can kind of see a little picture of what it looks like in that little window basically. But I was interested to see how they turned out, which I haven't even opened this yet. I just got this one today. And so we actually are going to be opening the smaller ones, and these won't be going in the storage for preps. But you know, that's basically it. That's the cue. So you can modify and change all your list if a new item pops up and you want to try it, or and then maybe I decide that tomato dices are the best thing in the world. Especially because I'm not a huge fan of all the tomato powder, but we can add that on. Let me get this set up and we'll be back. Alright, so I had this little sort of half box from an earlier shipment, and because I'm taking the pantry cans of the chilies and tomatoes out, I'm just going to use this space and add this is a non-fat powdered milk, which I'm not sure was the exact same. No, that's an instant milk. The non-fat powdered is actually better for baking, but it's just a little bit different. And here's a thing of pears. And so what I'm going to do before I put this all in this work shed here is, because I get these little shipping invoices, I'm going to add on a non-fat milk and a FD or freeze-dried pear. And then I'm going to cut this out, or rip it out, either way. And then I'm going to load this guy up, and on the end I'm going to have basically the shipping label with clear tape over the end, so I can have all of these stacked in the corner and I know exactly what each inventory is without trying to put all the milk in one box or all the whatever. I like having these sort of, you know, jumbled up. There's a little bit of everything in the box. And so that's how I'm going to do it. Each packing slip we're going to put on there. Alright, it gives you an idea. I left the date on there just so I kind of have an idea of, you know, the order of when these came in, since these are all unopened. And there's the packing list. If some of those have more than one, I will sort of adjust it and put a 1 next to it or cross it out. This one I filled the holes. That's the non-fat milk and the pear, and so that's basically it. I will tell you that if you guys are interested, because I've got a few comments from some earlier videos, I'll put the link to my website down below where I sell the Thrive food. You know, I do sell it. I do make a small profit off of it. It's certainly nothing to write home about, but I continue to use Thrive because that's what I chose for my food storage. I know most of you guys are all out probably buying big screen TVs and running through the madness right now, but there is a Black Friday sale, and maybe I guess that's the link I'll put down below. If any of you guys want to get some stuff this fall and you know, check out what the prices are, compare them to everywhere else that you're getting, like your freeze-dried chicken. Somebody commented this morning on one of my videos about getting freeze-dried chicken. You know, it's on sale right now. They do have a couple other products, like I said, that we'll be trying out. If you guys are interested in me making this kind of videos, let me know. You know, I haven't really pushed this because I'm not trying to sell this stuff as my job. It's just that I choose to use Thrive, and that's how I do my storage, is through that queue that we've talked about. And, you know, I don't make a whole lot of videos on it because I don't really want to preach at you guys and feel like I'm a salesman trying to teach you and, you know, make a buck off of it. So, you know, it's been over a year, I think, or a year and a half since I made a Thrive video. It's coming up now because I'm just kind of sharing with you what I'm doing. And, you know, I'll give you the Black Friday deals down below. But, and we have one other Thrive video I am planning on making. That's because the bug out, winter bug out that I did last year, I talked about the freeze-dried meals I'd made myself. And we'll go into more detail in this separate video, so this video isn't terribly long. And I thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a good holiday.